Hello everyone, this is Freyia and welcome to our second episode of our Q&A time. The first subscriber asks what to do if you are truly sad. I used to do more to keep me busy from that sadness. One day while among the reindeer, a sudden wind and snowstorm hit us, and instead of fretting away from that discomfort, I took some time to observe the behavioral pattern of the reindeer in a situation like that. One by one, they all started to sit down and just stand still in the tundra piercing winds. This hit me profoundly. The animal was not stressing or panicking to find a shelter or a solution at large. The animals just lay down in that ferocious weather. That must have been one of the most significant life lessons ever, when everything would push me to panic, to not knowing what to do with myself, and a million things are there knocking at the door of my broken soul to take me momentarily away from that sadness. I could just choose to sit still, do less, and finding ways to just be more with less. Sometimes when we don't want to overfeel, we overdo. I firmly feel that is the wrong way to go when sadness hits me. The episode in the tundra with the reindeer reminds me I can just be something else than my sadness. I can be the wind that is hitting me. I can be a river flowing. I can be the comfort of sitting down and be the elements. It takes time to practice this. It requires you to spend a big portion of your time with the land to learn to be something else than your feelings, as we are, without one single doubt, much more than that. The second subscriber asks, do you use human remains in your craft? I have never come across any, but I do use animal remains in my craft. Whatever nature gifts me on my walks, I take home and honor. Animal blood, skulls, all of that I consider as sacred, and since I am not squeamish in nature, I will just collect whatever the gods send on my path when I'm outside, even if the procedure includes gutting and skinning, because I believe there is always a reason, a sign, a message to be met in a nature find. Head and foot bones are among the greatest blessings I have received, as to me they represent the essence of the animal. Various bones from the feet of the reindeer can tell how the animal moved, and this can give me important information both in the understanding of the land and their use in my craft when it comes to the direction to follow in spell casting and rituals at the time of the finding. I use animal bones in both divination and spell casting, and as offerings or sacrifices to my main gods, the Vanir. You see, there isn't one size fits all structure for the magical practitioner, so it is important to respect what feels right to others and what feels right to yourself. The next question is, did you ever drink animal blood. The manners in which blood has been used in religion and mythology or for magic and power are both varied and continuous throughout European cultures. Although I do follow a plant-based diet, as many of you might know, reindeer blood has been consumed in just one occasion for me, to become reindeer, which is my Fylgja. Raw blood can carry all sorts of germs, viruses and bacteria that can make you very sick. It's best, in my opinion, just to avoid drinking it as long as you don't know well the animal and are able to observe daily the life the animal has. There is one combination I swear upon when it comes to connecting with the Norse gods, and that is a combination of blood. I usually use my menstrual blood or animal blood found in nature with yarrow. Mix the two with the left hand middle finger and offer it to the Norse gods. You might get way surprised when it comes to the connection. The next subscriber asked how to connect with Bragi. Bragi is the Scandinavian god of music. To connect with Bragi, I usually draw runes on the tip of my tongue with my finger. Ingredients and runes will vary according to why I am trying to establish a connection. Most commonly, I would draw on the tip of my tongue on Zeus in order to connect with Bragi to obtain inspiration, enthusiasm, speech, and the power of words, or Raidu and Ingus in a bind rune when I feel I need rhythm and harmony, as I am not flowing smoothly with the rhythm of life at the moment of the magical act. The last question of today's Q&A time is, can you tell us more about the Saami wooden circles you use in sorcery? The circle is a very sacred shape to the Saami. It represents the entire creation, and for this reason its use in sorcery carries enormous power. In Sami, the word kierratu means connection or circle, which relates to the traditional Sami understanding of time as cyclical rather than linear. These wooden circles belong to the Sami tradition of the area where I live. They are cut out of birch branches and were usually hung outside of the lavvo to collect moon rays, or hang on trees to collect sun rays, or to honor specific deities, or simply to focus on the point of observation without getting distracted. I use them in a very personal way. When I perform an enchantment, I need to make sure the energy does not disperse, but reaches the god, goddess, entity I am addressing. So I use the circle to pass my ingredients through to the land or fire and so on. Or I sing in the circle to call in a specific entity or animal spirit. I basically use the circle to direct energy, as I feel the web of weird is very full of energies, and sometimes this can distress my magical act. My wooden circle is my focus, is the arrow I use to shoot my enchantment, or vessel through which my magical workings formulas pass through to reach the gods. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Thanks for spending some of your time here with me today. It's been truly appreciated, and I'll see you all in my next video. Tack så mycket. Hej då!
Morgonen gryr, de djupa skogarna tystnar. Natthimlen glittrar, dimman ligger till. Morgonen gryr, de djupa skogarna